Hi everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Jade Empire. So this is the first LP proper I've played with this new computer, and in that time, that 2 months, 3 months, I've made some massive improvements to my recording setup, but I actually can't use any of it on here yet, which is very annoying. Basically because I'm using mic mute, and that only sees microphones and not line-ins, which is very annoying. So hopefully in a few episodes I'll be able to sort that out. Oh.
This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Oh, I didn't know it was going to do that. Right, let's get away from this screen so it doesn't do it again. And it looked like there were some major frame rate issues in that trailer, which is obviously pre-recorded, it's not my problem. I don't think there will be. It seems to record quite nicely, which is partly why I've chosen this. So, yeah, I've made some big improvements, but you won't see any of them for a few episodes. But that said, it shouldn't be any worse than it was last time, my last LP, so hopefully it's not too bad. And I've booted this game up a few times to make sure it recorded okay. And I think I'm going to go with Scholar Ling, or Scholar Ling, if I could speak, who's apparently magic type. They're not as physically strong as others. A magical character is best at channeling her chi to enhance her physical strikes and fuel powerful elemental attacks. Leaping Tiger, this style can complete a harmonic combo. I have no idea what that means. I haven't played this game for probably since its PC release. I don't even know if I had a patched version at the time. I think I probably did actually play it on release. So it's going to be all new to me again. I'm not sure how sensible it is to read all this stuff now. We can always read it later. We'll go with the stock character though. I don't really like the name Scholar Ling though. Equally, I don't want something massively racist. Part of me does. She's got Peacock Feather and a dragon, but I don't really know anything about Chinese names. It's not racist. I kind of want to call her Flight Attendant. She looks kind of like she could be. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh. There we go, so do I have any points to assign here? No, it doesn't look like it. If we do, I've mucked it up. I'm sure if I've missed some, it'll force me to do it, won't it?
I swear, one of these days I'll find a way around your guard.
So already we got to decide what kind of character we are. Hey, a face changes. That's actually quite good. So that's the angry option. I have no idea who he is. I'm guessing he sounded quite friendly to me, so yeah, one more match then.
Happily. I feel that I learn something every time I face you. Even if it's only a new place to nurse a bruise. So long as you're certain you have time.
It's hard for me to know. But That has the word friend in it, so I'm really beaten friends.
Let us begin.
Seems reasonable to make friends with this guy. Now this is why I like this one more than the others, because she's got her little Zanghi spikes. While standing still, hold space to block basic attacks. Try to block a few of Jingwu's attacks. So this is Jingwu. Use Chi heal, left shift to heal yourself. Fair enough. I might use my mana by the looks of it. Powerful attacks can overcome your foe's defense. Press mouse 2 to break through his block. Double tap movement keys to evade powerful attacks. Try this now. Well, Jingwu was pretty easy to defeat.
Did you see? Master Li was watching. He may not show it, but he clearly takes pride in watching his students practice. I learn something every time we meet, proving that loss sometimes is the best teacher. Thank the heavens the bruises are worth it.
Thank you for the bout.
You are gracious as always. I regret that there won't be much time for such practice now that you've almost finished your training. Master Li told me to pass on that you should speak to him when you have the chance. He said you could take your time, so you need not rush.
I do kind of want to say, why didn't you tell me earlier, but seeing as he's my only friend in the world right now, where is Master Li again?
Master Li just went into his house. It's just over there, as always. You have some time to wander the school and talk with other students. Smiling Mountain likely has some of the younger students available if you want to spar. I shall leave you to it. Take care, my friend.
Chapter 1. Wherein a master foretells of doom, a rival challenges for station, and the past haunts the present. Your training nears its completion in the idyllic setting of Two Rivers. Master Li promises that soon you will know more about how you came here and where your future will lead. All the while, strange tales begin to spread of ghosts that will not rest and shadowy assassins who heed no law. So although he said something about difficulty, didn't he? Oh, it's locked up and down, not very far. So although he mentioned some comment, it's quite an easy game from what I remember. I don't know if I've missed a difficulty setting. If there is, we can probably turn it up. And I've turned lots of extra graphical processing on in the NVIDIA control panel. The only downside is I've got, where you have the black bars at the top and bottom, I have a slight line of coloured pixels on the left. But it doesn't seem to come out on the footage, so I'll probably just leave it alone. If it does, I'll probably just put a black border of like 1 or 2 pixels around the video. But hopefully it comes out okay. Guess we've got to go find some first years and beat the shit out of them. Left and right's pretty bloody sensitive.
I thought Master Li would have your attention for the rest of the day. It is good to see you. I know you haven't had much time for simple sparring. It is too bad. Your fellow students benefit from your experience. A strong opponent is the best trainer.
Thinking back 10 years ago, I played a big, strong, oafy character. Not a magical, scholarly character. Can I ask you some things about the school?
I am charged with giving whatever instruction I can, but my insights deal more with the philosophy of combat than the skills themselves.
I think it might be quite fun to play a peaceful, philosophical character. Tell me about the philosophies you mention.
Master Li is very strict about what is taught here, because martial skill is a pathway to great power, and that holds certain risks. It is not just good over evil. Few things in life are that simple. The common way to say it is, do you follow the way of the open palm or the closed fist?
Tell me about the way of the open palm.
A term for the high path, or perhaps the way of restraint and harmony. Many aspire to it, but few achieve it. It is a path of resisting tyranny. Of course, the source of that tyranny varies. It is just as dangerous coming from without as within.
Give me examples. What do you really mean by that?
Tyranny from external sources is easy to find and fight. Defending those who cannot defend themselves is a reasonable example. But when your abilities are so much greater than those around you, there is the temptation to set everything right by might alone. That is tyranny from within.
Sometimes it is true. Conflict cannot always be avoided.
True, but that can become a convenient excuse. Eventually you may decide that even direct violence is too inefficient for someone of your strength. It is a small leap from there to enforcing your will so that the crime never takes place. Suddenly you are the oppressor, when all you wanted to do was make things right. This way of the open palm is not without its hidden dangers, despite the best of intentions.
So you can't punish someone for a crime you haven't committed yet, which is basically what he was getting at by that route.
It is the low path, the way of aggression and discord, a misunderstood path often misused by those who wish to justify a thuggish nature. It is not as simple as crushing your enemies or as mindless as terrorizing the weak. It is a mindset born of impatience, of imposing your will.
Sorry, that was the closed fist. So what is closed fist if it is not evil?
An evil man might ignore a plea for help because he does not care, but that shows a disconnection with the world. That is not part of the way. A man on the low path might also ignore that plea, but he would do so because that person should demonstrate they are fit to survive on their own.
So the closed fist is more about survival of the fittest than being a knob. What do you see as the difference? The same person dies each time.
The difference is in the details. That same man might help if the odds are unreasonable. He might also do it to incur favor. There is thought in his actions. He is not a mindless killer, but he may let strength decide what course is best. That is why it is a dangerous path. It can so easily be misinterpreted.
So, does the way of the open palm or closed fist have any practical effect in combat?
You are the sum of your actions. The harmony or discord that you sow will weigh on your shoulders as surely as any physical yoke. But there can be advantages. Certain forms of attack inherently lean toward one extreme or the other. They have a rhythm that resonates within you. You may find that some attacks perform better if you are more intent on causing discord. How you use this is for you to discover and decide.
So the game mechanics reward you for being better at one or the other, which I don't really like, but I suspect that's what he's getting at.
I am
there.
charged with giving what...
I want to talk about someone specific.
Who are you interested in?
Master Lee.
Master Lee is a private man, and I will not presume to speak for him. His interest in you surpasses the care of any master I have known. He must see great potential in you.
I want to ask about you.
If you wish, but only introspection reveals true insight. I used to call the trading center of Phoenix Gate my home, but I am settled here. I have nothing to go back to.
Oh, why'd you leave Phoenix Gate?
It is not important. Suffice to say that I prefer this little village to the temptations of a greater city. Enough about me. What else can I do for you?
Gambling problems. How long have you taught here?
It has been several years since I arrived in Two Rivers. I was surprised to find a teacher of Master Li's ability so far out on the borderlands. It was a fortuitous accident. I have studied the martial arts all my life and serve your master as I am able. He is devoted to your training and needs someone to assist the other students. I am...
What kind of items and additional training do you sell?
Ah, yes, training. For some time now, I have offered, for a small fee, to run students through a short regimen that will help them enhance their abilities. The lessons you learn from me, or from any trainer for that matter, will stay with you and help make you stronger or better able to focus your mind or magic.
That sounds pretty good. Show me what you have.
Let's see what you can learn.
I always find it funny when people say regimen or regiment rather than regime. I know, I expect to say loads of words wrong when I'm doing my LPs. Okay, so it looks like there's some trade-offs with these. Oh, with all of them. And I don't have any silver to buy it with. I don't know if you can buy all of them, because that would be a net gain probably, wouldn't it? Yeah, they've all got 1 minus and they've all got 3 plus. So you could buy all of them and get a net plus 2. Don't have anything to sell though. I think I'll probably sell everything to you. Are there any students to spar with?
There are a few, but not enough for me to set up some of the more challenging matches that I'm sure you would prefer. There will be more students available later in the day when many of their exercises have concluded.
Oh, come back later then, in other words. But I'll spar with a single student, kick the crap out of them.
Very well. I'll choose someone who is competent in one-on-one combat. This is only a practice bout, so fight until your opponent is knocked out. Get ready.
Yeah, I've kind of got the advantage having balls on and everything.
Death will be...
Whoa, he sucks.
Very good. Another victory well earned. Now, is there anything else you would like? The less...
So, why is there a fee?
Training has worth, and Master Li allows me to collect a small fee to reinforce this. Travel outside 2 rivers and you will find my prices are quite reasonable.
Okay, you're not teaching new styles then?
No, I try to improve base abilities, but through the basics that Master Li has instilled. When you have the opportunity, I'm sure you will pick up new styles quickly. Fair enough. I am patient as the rock facing the wind. What else was on your mind?
I should talk in these bizarre Chinese proverbs.
I am here if you need anything.
I got 10 XP for kicking the crap out of some first year. Is there stuff in these boxes? No. I feel like I got caught on them for a second then. I don't know how far I'm meant to roam here.
Are you here to see Dawnstar?
Uso siir uthak
If we keep the
tarawair,
place safe,
shafir
Dawnstar
owosu.
will pay us with sweets when she gets back.
Greetings, fellow student. The gate is closed for now, and I am tasked with keeping it so. Master Li has asked that no students leave the school until the morning meditations are concluded.
Could I ask you some questions?
Please do not. This is the first task I have been given, and I don't want to get distracted.
Okay, I can appreciate that.
Master Li was looking to speak with you, wasn't he? After he left me here, he went back to his house in the center of the school, if you're looking for him.
You meditate and restore your focus, so that must be the yellow bar, I think. The great wheel of life turns eternal, bringing one through life, into death, and then back around again into life. Though the new life is always different, the core essence, the spirit of a person remains the same. This spirit, breathed into each person, is eternal. To achieve harmony with the universe, one must perfect their harmony with the spirit. Indeed, the spirit in each individual is a reflection of the greater universe. It is a reflection of the wheel of life and the great dragon that created it. So that restores you blue, and yeah, that other one must just start you yellow. Oh, that restores your chi and your health. I don't think the graphics look bad, to be honest, considering it's 10 years old.
Oh, senior student. Not too many people come back here this time of day, so we thought we'd take a moment to practice. Would you like to join us? We could team up against you and learn from the best.
I don't see why not. Could I ask you some questions first, though?
We should keep practicing. We have a weapons training session later this afternoon. Perhaps one of the others, like Wen or Lin, could help you. If you wanted to help us practice in a match against us both, of course, we would be most honored.
Oh yeah, the lips curl a little bit if you look. Yeah, I'll help you out. I'll help you die.
This is good news. We'll try to go easy on you.
Whoa, they actually hit me. Shit, they're kicking the crap out of me.
That's enough! I didn't think we'd win, but it was an honor to face you. Thank you very much. We have to go. Smiling Mountain's going to be teaching a class soon, and then we have weapons training.
Yeah, but you just used weapons on me, which was kind of unfair. However, it's not really unfair, because I've got those Wolverine claws. It looks like I've done a lap of where we're allowed. I think that's where the master is up there.
Master Li says that these are troubled times, but he has sheltered us from any disturbances.
It is an honor to be approached by the school's most senior student. My mother had high hopes for the school when she sent me here from the capital. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready to train with others of such skill. Even in the robes of a junior student, I feel a long way from my home in the Imperial City.
I mean, he would have got his ass kicked by those two in the river. But then there were two of them. So no, you belong here.
You're right. Master Li would not have accepted me if he did not see potential. He measures all people carefully. I will just have to work twice as hard to catch up to your level of skill. Even then, it will take a long time to be your match. How long have you studied with Master Li?
They're all flat, so she doesn't give a clue as to which one is true. I've studied here as long as I can remember.
You and Dawnstar have both had a lifetime of training under Master Li. He is stern with you, but you sure can see that he's proud as well. I'm sorry. I shouldn't pester you with my questions. Is there something you need?
Ah, so it's interesting to learn that he's the new kid. How well do you know the others at the school?
I don't know anyone else who displays the skill you do. Well, perhaps Gao, but he lacks discipline. That is why he still wears the robes of a junior student, despite his ability. Dawnstar would be next, with few able to match her delicate moves. Beyond that, the only other person I know well is Smiling Mountain, the sparring master.
What do you think of Dawnstar?
I know she is sensitive to things the rest of us can't see. Sometimes I feel sorry for her. It obviously makes her feel different, and that's not right.
What makes you say that?
I think she was given a gift. Unlike responsibility, it may not always be pleasant, but it's something she should be proud of. It shouldn't isolate her.
Do you have any impressions of Gao?
I have seen his kind in the city. He thinks his family's wealth is a substitute for nobility and is angered when others still see him for what he is, a crass and spoiled bully.
So maybe those two are epitomes of the open palm, seeing more than is there almost. And Gao is a symptom of the closed fist, bully. How Smiling Mountain helped you to train?
He doesn't come close to Master Li's skill, but Smiling Mountain is good for the younger students. He pairs novices with more advanced students so we can learn.
Doesn't sound like great matchmaking, that just sounds like entertainment. Well, only if you're sadistic and like one-way beatings. I'm not going to say that, that's a bit egotistical to be honest. I think I need to turn these sound effects down as well.
I'll answer what I can.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on Master Li.
He is one man and guides his students well. My last school had 2 masters who feuded all the time. It made learning very difficult.
So how are his actual skills compared to your teachers in the Imperial City?
He is greatly skilled and tutors his students intently. You especially. My school in the city was mired in politics, not an environment that promotes diligent study. I'll answer what I can.
That was a bit of a non-answer, really. What do people from the capital think of the Empire?
It's funny, but I still want to look over my shoulder. I have to remember that we are a long way from the ears of the Lotus Assassins.
I mean, the Empire must be bad because it's called the Empire. What can you tell me about these Lotus Assassins?
They're the Emperor's personal guardians. In the Imperial City, they watch everyone and everything, looking for those who would question the course of the Empire.
Basically the secret police. Who was it? The Stasi? That's what they sound like, the Stasi. Why are people questioning the direction the Empire is taking?
The Lotus Assassins visit people who ask a lot of questions. The Emperor hasn't been seen much recently. His advisors run things. They're not gentle.
Do you know anything about ghosts?
There's already enough darkness without making up stories about shadows, in my opinion. And try Lynn. She seems very interested in the ghosts.
What can you tell me about places other than here?
I'm no map maker, but I know the basics of the way the Empire is laid out. What do you want to know?
Tell me about Imperial City.
It was a beautiful place to grow up. The brightest minds, the most noble houses, all the greatest warriors gather there. It's truly the most vibrant place in the world.
Oh, sounds like you miss it.
I'm glad to be here, don't get me wrong. Two Rivers, though, is very peaceful. I'm used to a more hectic pace, I think. It's taking me some time to adjust.
I've been to a few capital cities in the real world, and I don't like them. Too hectic. I especially hate London. I actually quite liked Washington DC. It wasn't a bad capital city. How do you like this area?
Two Rivers is quiet, subdued. This province has a lot of rich agricultural land. Actually, fields cover pretty much everything south of the Great Southern Forest.
That sounds great. What do people from the city tend to think of the area, apart from yourself?
They consider farmers uneducated rustics, though they'd use less polite terms. They'd change their tune if they could see such a skilled tutor as Master Li out here. The Empire is divided into 4 massive provinces. This area, largely agricultural, is the Golden Delta. To the north lies the Seat of Heaven, which holds the Imperial City. In the prosperous east, you can find port cities like the Phoenix Gate. To the west lie the hills of the Six Holy Scrolls. I know little about those two provinces, though.
I'm guessing we'll learn more about that from Smiling Mountain.
I'll answer what I can. I'm honored that you should ask. What do you want to know?
What brought you to this school?
The school I attended in...
Oh, sorry, I thought that was a repeat then. So my mother sent me out to the country instead. Politics is dangerous. Sorry, that's my fault. Right. What sort of dangers? It's going to be about Lotus Assassins, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like the city is changing. Strange people, strange machines. These are interesting times. I think she just wanted to know that I'd be safe.
What will you do when you're done with your training here?
Well, that won't be for a long time, but I'll probably return to the Imperial City. Perhaps I'll join the Imperial Guard. It's hard to think that far ahead. Goodbye. Take care of yourself.
So who did he say we needed to look for ghosts? I'll probably recognise her when I see her name. Understand auspicious portents. Understanding the stars and the universe is a very important goal. By examining the universe, we can interpret and predict things to come. The sky is where the great dragon was said to dwell, and in his illustrious home we can see the signs of his effects on creation. Of the observable phenomena, three major ones are the most auspicious: comets, the flames of the heavens, passing across the sky; eclipses, during which the power of the gods blocks the sun for brief periods; and falling stars, marking the descent of one of the celestial bureaucracy to the earth. Harmonic combinations. We've learnt about those in the character select screen, kind of. To fight without thought is suicide. The path to victory is laid out one step at a time, each ahead of your opponents. Harmonic combinations demand the use of two styles in rapid succession. The first must be of the class called Support, the second from the class known as Martial. Timing is the key. Begin with a focused, disabling effect and follow quickly with a powerful bare-handed blow. The two actions, working in concert, will create a harmonic channel in your chi and wreak havoc upon your foe. You must be swift, as the window to create the harmony is limited. Disable your foe, close swiftly as you change style, and strike with all available force. Let nothing stand in your way, but beware. Opponents of great strength may possess the training to resist this technique. Thought will guide you to victory. Harmonic combinations will ensure the journey is swift. Sorry, I thought I was going to start with though.
Always good to see you wandering the school. You're the best among us, after all. So it makes everyone train a little harder when you're around. The tricky part is making sure we're emulating you, not hoping to take you down a peg. You should think carefully before bruising the tender egos around here. Oh, did I tell you to see Master Li when you have a chance? I'm not taking the blame if you forget.
Okay, we'll take the hint. I think we've spoken to pretty much everybody here. Oh, turn the sound effects down. Oh. There must be an option somewhere, surely. Ah, the sledgehammer maybe? There we go. Sound effects, let's turn them down to like 60, that's probably enough. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. I'm going to check this video's come out alright, I hope it has. And I'll see you in the next episode of Jade Empire.